Hello there. What's going on, everybody? I've got two Darth Maul lightsabers now, and I'm going to walk you through how to join them together. If you would like to win one, all you've got to do is become a subscriber and leave a comment on this video, and let me know what your favorite Sith Lord is. What I'm doing is I'm running a big giveaway. There's more details for that over on Crabbok.com, but there's plenty of time to enter to win one of these in the form of an Amazon gift card. But we're going to join these two together. There's a couple of things you need to know to do it right, and yeah, it's a whole lot of saber here. So let's dive into this thing. Alright, so I'm not going to talk too much about the saber itself. It's awesome already. If you haven't already seen my review of the Darth Maul lightsaber, you can go check that out. I'll put a link to that at the end of the video. But the first thing you're going to want to do is unscrew the bottom part. Now, the bottom part here is kind of showing the crystal as if it got swiped in half by Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's a couple other things you're going to need. You're going to want this right here, this Allen wrench, and you're going to want this connector that comes with it. And this is going to go in here. But the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your other lightsaber and also unscrew the bottom off of that so that both have the speaker box exposed. Be careful, though, because they can fall out and you don't want this to drop on the ground accidentally. So don't mess that up. Now you're going to grab this thing and find this part right here. Take your Allen wrench and you want to stick it in this part and loosen it up. And you want to loosen it up because if you'll notice, this is real tight. It feels like a solid piece. You'll want to loosen it up just enough that you can move these a little bit. Not to where it totally comes out, but you want these to be able to move. The reason for this is your buttons aren't going to line up perfectly, so there's going to be a couple of steps. So the first step is you want to start screwing this in to both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and get started right here. Alright, so I've got it screwed in on this side. Now before I screw the other side in, one thing I want you to test is to make sure that your power on switch still works with only this in place. The reason for that is I found that like sometimes when screwing it in, the battery pack doesn't like get pushed all the way. Like the difference, like there's a slight difference between this length of screw and this length of screw. I mean, they look pretty much the same to me, but it might just be like a ½ millimeter or something like that. So sometimes it likes one side better than the other. So just make sure. And okay, so it still turns on because you don't want to get it all lined up and everything, and then it doesn't turn on. And then what you're going to do is you're going to line your other side up. You're going to make sure that both of these go in. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this one in now. All right, so see how they would have been like this, and we don't want it to be like that. If you just screw them on like straight out of the box, that might be opposite sides that may not line up right. So I'm going to, remember, this is why we loosened this middle one. Again, my other one was tight. Save your other one, by the way. Don't throw this out in case there's something wrong with this one. You definitely want to save it in case one of them is too short. All right. Now, it looks like we've got them lined up. We've got holes to holes lined up. I'm going to grip this part and now unscrew this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that Allen wrench. We're going to tighten that connection up so these won't swivel anymore. Okay, make sure our holes stay lined up. And we're going to just tighten this. And that will make sure that it's aligned. Now, this is something you should only have to do once, and then you'll be no problem. All right, now we'll just screw this back in, and it should line up perfectly. Perfect. See, that works on the first try, every try. Take my word for it. Okay. No, I had a little problem trying to get it the first time. I had to do it again. So yeah, if you sometimes if your things come misaligned and it doesn't do it, just line up the holes again. Try it again. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. All right, here it is, folks. And I mean, I can't even get the whole thing in the shot here. I'm gonna have to do something else with it, but it's amazing. It feels really good. Feels strong. It's a little bit of wobbling from tip to tip. I don't think you can see all of it, but it's really tall. I'm 6'2", and I mean this has got to be well over 7 feet tall, maybe even pushing 8 feet. That's 7.5 feet. Insanity. And you do have to turn these on and off one at a time. So 1 and 2, and if you're good, you can get your hands in the same spot and kind of do them at the same time. But that kind of takes a little bit of work. I think it's nighttime out right now, so I think I'm going to go outside and fire this thing up with and see how cool it looks at night. All right, guys, it's nighttime. My neighbors are asleep, but I think we're going to try and wake them up a little bit. So I apologize for the low quality of the shot. It is pretty dark out here, but I think this is going to help this thing show up real nicely. So first, we're going to do a Darth Maul style. would have just cut myself in half right there. So I think it looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? All right, you guys, this has been the Darth Maul Double Saber. I told you guys I was going to do another video for this once I got a second saber. I've done that. I've put them both together. My big criticism of this whole thing is there's no good stand for it. I think this is the only option that they can really give you is to do something like that. The only other option is maybe to try and balance it. Like on one of these, and that's just not going to be. I mean, it can balance there, but that's just kind of flimsy. Like it gets knocked, it can roll off real easy. I don't like that option either. Which means it's time to try to come up with some kind of custom, saber stand. I really think a cool thing would be, since I'm starting to get a lot of these now. Some type of, like, if you've ever played pool, you know how they have like a rack for all of the pool cues, and they rest in there, and there's the hole that they slide through, and they're safe and they're secure, and you have them all on display. I think something like that for these would be really cool. If you just cut like 1-inch diameter holes, maybe like 1.25 inches, just so they have a little bit of room to slide the blades through. See all the handles at the top, pull them out, or vice versa, the little grips that just grip that you slide them in that way. Just a fear that might scratch them or something like that. But I'll be on the lookout for something like that, and maybe I'll let you guys know what I find. Stay tuned for more reviews. If you are new to the channel, I do a lot of collectible reviews. I also do a lot of Star Wars and gaming news, a lot of tabletop gaming, since EA apparently is, just wants to keep canceling games over and over again. There hasn't been much in the way of video gaming news, so a lot of it has been tabletop game news, and I do an awful lot of that because there's amazing Star Wars tabletop games out there, so definitely check out some of those, like X-Wing, Armada, Star Wars Legion. There's so many of them, so definitely check those out. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to check out Crabbok.com. Don't forget to enter that contest and that giveaway. Click that bell for alerts so you don't miss out when new videos come out. And you can hop in my Discord and say hi to us over there. I want to thank you all, as well as my patrons, for your continued support. You guys are amazing. So awesome. And I want to thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Boy, these things are loud. We're going to be walking you through joining them together, and oh, you just let the dog out. I almost hit the dog.